The complete list of 2021 Oscar nominations. Here's a message from Hollywood Insider's CEO, Britton Ambrose. Hollywood Insider would like to wish best of luck and congrats to all the Oscar 2021 nominees. Remember, as a nominee, you are already a winner. Making a film is, in itself, a miracle. Being nominated is winning. To all of you magicians, thank you for giving us the gift of cinema, helping us escape, entertaining us, and proving to us the amazing feats humans can achieve when we leave our differences aside and come together to create something as beautiful as a well-crafted movie, entertaining the world beyond all man-made borders, cultural differences, and mindsets. The nominees for Best Director: Thomas Vinterberg for Another Round. David Fincher for Mank.
Mank.
This is Herman Mankiewicz, but we're to call him Mank.
Mankiewicz.
Lee Isaac Chung for Minari.
한국이니까. Grandma smells like Korea.
야, 뭐라고? Grandma smell?
Chloe Zhao for Nomadland.
You may want to consider early retirement.
I need work. I like work.
Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman.
Hey, I said, what are you doing?
The nominees for Best Actor in a Leading Role: Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal. Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
I can say yes, sir, to whoever I please. What you got to do with it? I know how to handle white folks. I've been handling them for 32 years. Now you gonna tell me how to do it?
Anthony Hopkins for The Father.
No, I want my mommy. I want her to come and fetch me. I want to go home.
What is it, Anthony?
Gary Oldman for Mank.
How can I put this nicely? I may be a loose cannon, but you, my friend, are an outsider.
Stephen Yeun for Minari.
10년 매일마다 병아리 똥구멍만 쳐다보면서 뼈 빠지게 일했어. 돈 한 푼도 없이 코딱지만한 집에서 살면서.
The nominees for Best Actress in a Leading Role: Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
They don't care nothing about me. All they want is my voice.
Andra Day for The United States vs. Billie Holiday. Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman.
You need. That is what you want. That is what you need. That is your way. That is not my way. That is what you need.
Frances McDormand for Nomadland.
It's like my dad used to say, what's remembered lives. I maybe spent too much of my life just remembering Bob.
Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman.
What are my hobbies? What's my name? Sorry, maybe that one's too hard.
The nominees for Best Actor in a Supporting Role: Sacha Baron Cohen for Trial of the Chicago 7.
Do you have contempt for your government?
I'll tell you, Mr. Schultz, it's nothing compared to the contempt my government has for me.
Daniel Kaluuya for Judas and the Black Messiah.
I need everybody to repeat after me. I am a revolutionary. I am.
Leslie Odom Jr. for One Night in Miami.
I was born by the river.
Paul Ratchie for Sound of Metal.
I'll have hot coffee waiting for you at 5:30. Early enough for you?
Lakeith Stanfield for Judas and the Black Messiah. The nominees for Best Actress in a Supporting Role: Maria Baklava for Borat's subsequent movie film.
Do you want that? Seriously? No, you don't, because you would have said yes.
Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elegy.
You gotta take care of business, you gotta go to school, you gotta get good grades to even have a chance.
Olivia Colman for The Father.
You weren't kidding when he said he had his ways. I'm really sorry.
Amanda Seyfried for Mank.
I haven't told a soul this, but I had to loan him $1 million just to save San Simeon.
Ya Jung-yoon for Minari.
이런 소리 처음 들어봤어? 데이비사, 너는 스트롱보이야. 할머니가 본 사람 중에서 제일 스트롱보이야.
The nominees for Best Adapted Screenplay: Borat's subsequent movie film, Screenplay by Sacha Baron Cohen, Anthony Hines, Dan Swimmer, Peter Baynham, Erica Rivenoja, Dan Mazer, Jenna Friedman, and Lee Kern. Story by Sacha Baron Cohen, Anthony Hines, Dan Swimmer, and Nina Pedred.
Michael Penis, I brought the girl for you.
Christopher Hampton and Florian Zeller for The Father.
First, we'll get dressed, shall we?
Yes.
Chloe Zhao for Nomadland.
I don't ever say a final goodbye. I always just say I'll see you down the road. And I do.
Kemp Powers for One Night in Miami.
Will no longer be known as Cassius Clay. He will be known as Muhammad Ali.
Ramin Bahrani for The White Tiger.
Over the next weeks, I learned the ways drivers cheat their masters.
The nominees for Best Original Screenplay: Judas and the Black Messiah. Screenplay by Will Burson and Shaka King. Story by Will Burson, Shaka King, Kenny Lucas, and Keith Lucas.
All right, playtime's over. All right, everybody grab a fucking wall. What the hell is this? I just paid O'Malley last week. You hear me?
Lee Isaac Chung for Minari.
봐봐. 이제 토네이로 워치로 됐잖아. 원형 아니고.
Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman.
Lately, I've been feeling like I might want to get back into it.
Sound of Metal. Screenplay by Darius Motter and Abraham Martyr. Story by Darius Motter and Derek Sanfrance. Aaron Sorkin for Trial of the Chicago 7.
Street name for chloroacetone phenone is tear gas. And it's a fucking blowtorch.
The nominees for Best Animated Feature Film: Onward.
This spell brings him back. For one whole day, Dad will be back.
What? Back? Like back to life? That's not possible.
Over the Moon.
No barriers! Ah! Papa, he ran into a wall.
A Shaun the Sheep movie, Farmageddon. Soul.
What's your name, honey?
I'm Joe. I teach middle school band. Got it, go for it!
Wolfwalkers.
She's one of them wolfwalkers.
Wolfwalkers.
The nominees for Best Animated Short Film: Burrow. Genius Loci.
S'ouvrir. Étoile. Peut-être.
If Anything Happens, I Love You. Opera. Yes, People. The nominees for Best International Feature Film: Another Round, Denmark.
Mener, at mennesket er født med en halv promille for lidt. Altså, jeg må sige, jeg kunne da godt sådan bruge en halv promille sådan på daglig basis for at få lidt mere selv.
Better Days, Hong Kong.
那你想怎么样？读书、考试、上好学校，想变成最聪明的人。
Collective, Romania.
Cum e posibil ca oameni care au ieșit de acolo să moară după 12 zile?
The Man Who Sold His Skin, Tunisia.
This work of art bears the signature of the devil.
Quo Vadis, Aida, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Kao čovek, kao general, garantujem sigurnost za svakog nevinog.
The nominees for Best Live Action Short Film: Feeling Thorough.
1, 2, 3.
The Letter Room.
Sal, I won't be able to send you money this week. Things are tight.
The Present.
أحلى بنت في فلسطين.
Two Distant Strangers.
This whole moment just feels like deja vu or something.
White Eye.
سوف لا يبشري تجربت اليوتيوب. تفتح لي طب ما جنفتي تفتح لي طب مش ولا بيشتغل تفتح لي طب مش بيشتغل.
The nominees for Best Documentary Feature: Collective. Crip Camp.
It was allowing us to recognize that the status quo is not what it needed to be.
The Mole Agent. My Octopus Teacher.
And you know there's something to this creature that's very unusual.
Time.
This is Sybil. And again. Where you at?
No, we don't have anything.
All righty. Thank you so much.
The nominees for Best Documentary Short Subject. Colette.
Colette, faut que je vous dise, je vous considère comme une héroïne française. Ça va nous permettre de transmettre son histoire.
A concerto is a conversation.
I've been wondering whether or not I'm supposed to have gotten to the point that I've gotten to.
Do not split. Hunger Ward.
In Yemen, a civil war there has created a humanitarian disaster.
A love song for Latasha.
She wanted to be a lawyer, so that's what she was aiming for, to get good grades.
The nominees for Best Original Score. Terrence Blanchard for The Five Bloods. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross for Mank. Emile Mosseri for Minari. James Newton Howard for News of the World. Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, and John Batiste for Soul. The nominees for Best Original Song. Fight for You from Judas and the Black Messiah.
All we got is a prayer. It was all in their plans. Wash the blood from your hands.
Hear My Voice from The Trial of the Chicago 7.
Hear my cry.
Husavik from Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga. EOC, Scene from The Life Ahead. Speak Now from One Night in Miami.
Can you hear the bells ring out? Speak now.
The nominees for Best Sound. Warren Shaw, Michael Minkler, Bew Borders, and David Wyman for Greyhound. Ren Kleiss, Jeremy Molad, David Parker, Nathan Nance, and Drew Cunin for Mank.
Man, come quick!
Oliver Tarney, Mike Presswood Smith, William Miller, and John Pritchett for News of the World.
Well, it's Johanna now. Johanna Leonberger.
Ren Kleiss, Koya Elliott, and David Parker for Soul. Nicholas Becker, Jamie Bakshit, Michelle Kuzlanik, Carlos Cortez, and Philip Blath for Sound of Metal. The nominees for Best Cinematography. Sean Bobbitt for Judas and the Black Messiah. Eric Messerschmidt for Mank.
Mexican jumping beans. Welcome to my mind, old sock. Him, I get. But what did Marion ever do to deserve?
Darius Wolski for News of the World. Joshua James Richard for Nomadland. Fendon Papamichael for Trial of the Chicago 7. Nominees for Best Makeup and Hairstyling. Maurice Langan, Laura Allen, and Claudia Stoltz for Emma. Erin Kruger-McCosh, Patricia Daney, and Matthew Mungle for Hillbilly Elegy.
Better. But you got to decide. You want to be somebody or not?
Sergio Lopez Rivera, Mia Neal, and Jamia Wilson for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
I'd have made them more money for my records and all them other recording artists they got put together, and then they want to talk about how much this session is costing them.
Kimberly Spiteri, Gigi Williams, and Colleen LaBaffe for Mank.
To hunt the great white whale.
Just call me Ahab.
Do come in.
At this rate, you will never finish.
Mark Collier, Dahlia Coley, and Francesco Pegoretti for Pinocchio.
Who are you?
Pinocchio.
The nominees for Best Costume Design: Emma, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom,
Oh, come on, Levy. We was all just having fun. Toledo ain't said nothing about you. He ain't said about me. You just taking it all wrong.
Mank,
Maybe I didn't always, back when he was my social security. But now, there are things about us together.
Mulan,
It's alongside a witch.
No survivors.
Pinocchio.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Donkey Pinocchio!
The nominees for Best Production Design: The Father, production design by Peter Francis, set decoration by Kathy Featherstone.
That's why she seems so,
So what?
sober. Her mother was the same. Her mother was the soberest woman I've ever met.
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, production design by Mark Ricker, set decoration by Karen O'Hara and Diana Stoughton.
Nigga, you stepped on my shoe, you know that? See what you done?
Mank, production design by Donald Graham Burt, set decoration by Jan Pascal.
Gets nothing for his money but a memory. What he bought still belongs to the man who sold it.
News of the World, production design by David Crank, set decoration by Elizabeth Keenan. Tenet, production design by Nathan Crowley, and set decoration by Kathy Lucas. The nominees for Best Film Editing: Yorgos Lanthimos for The Father,
Stop it! Stop it!
Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, Frederick Thorvald for Promising Young Woman,
You remember what happened, right? Why I dropped out. I'm not the only one who didn't believe it.
Mikael E.G. Nielsen for Sound of Metal, Alan Baumgarten for The Trial of the Chicago 7.
What?
Nothing. That sounded nice when you said it.
Right now! Yeah.
The nominees for Best Visual Effects: Matt Sloan, Genevieve Camarilli, Matt Everett, and Brian Cox for Love and Monsters. Matthew Casimir, Christopher Lawrence, Max Solomon, and David Watkins for The Midnight Sky.
Has the potential to support life.
Sean Faden, Anders Longlands, Seth Murray, and Steve Ingram for Mulan. Nick Davis, Greg Fisher, Ben Jones, and Santiago Colamo Martinez for the one and only Ivan.
I don't remember.
Memories never leave us. They just get out of reach.
Andrew Jackson, David Lee, Andrew Lockley, and Scott Fisher for Tenet. And finally, the nominees for Best Picture: The Father.
Sorry, Anne, you told me the other day. Have you forgotten? She's forgotten. Paris. They don't even speak English there.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Looking at 18 months for the stolen car.
Mank.
I think it's time we talk.
What is it the writer says? Tell the story you know.
Minari.
미국 애들은 할머니랑 같이 방 쓰는 거 싫어한다던데.
I don't like Grandma.
Nomadland.
What the nomads are doing is not that different than what the pioneers did.
Gotta make the hole bigger. So the
Promising Young Woman.
Good God Almighty. You know, they put themselves in danger, girls like that.
Sound of Metal. The Trial of the Chicago 7.
The court assumes you are being represented by the Black Panther sitting behind you.